back to Pride. Nobuhiko Takada was very influential in Pride. He was also a wrestler. In the wrestling days, when you guys shared locker rooms, did you know that you and him would I guess, parallel each other in different continents in regards to where you guys aspired to?
No way. He was so much far ahead of me when I was in the pro wrestling part.
So he wouldn't give you the time of day, huh?
No way, man. I don't even think he noticed me, right?
Really?
Yeah, it was just I was so far behind. He was a superstar, and even when he started doing the early days of the mixed martial arts, he was a superstar. I mean, him and Maeda were the two big dogs, and I came in with Funaki and Suzuki. I worked out with those guys, and we were underneath all those guys, and.
It's weird how they just kind of went different ways, and
they split into 3 different groups. You got Fujiwara Gumi, you got Maeda, and you got Takada. They all split up in 3 different organizations.
And Takada's really the one that came through, and I mean, basically, it was his contacts with the underworld that really did it.
Yeah. Well, and you see, they blew up.
So did you see like the underworld people in the pro wrestling side as well? Would they show up at the events?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know who they were?
Well, they'd always give you envelopes, with money in it.
Really?
Yeah, so you got, good large chunks of money, $5,000, $10,000. Some of those bigger guys got $50,000 to $100,000.
Just as a, here you go?
Well, if they gave you the envelope, then, you would meet them for dinner afterwards, and you'd go have dinner, and, they just rub shoulders. So it was really a big thing back then, and a lot of those guys, man. I remember Stan Hansen used to get lots of those things, man, on top of his pay. So that's just what happened there, and so
it's a whole different culture, man.
It is, because it once that's done and you shake their hand and you get the envelope, then you're obligated to be their friend. You're going to go to dinner with them.
It's like that prison mentality. You go eat that, treat on your pillow, and you owe your cellmate.
Yeah, you're
doing his laundry if you're lucky.
Yeah. So it was good too, because a lot of guys, make really good money, and I mean, it wasn't anything illegal either. It's not like they had us go out and killing anybody. And that was just so they wanted to hang out with you.
It's just more where the money came from is the problem.
Exactly,
right. Yeah.
Right.
It's not what you're doing or what your business is. Well, I mean, Ken, if you really look at mixed martial arts in general, anytime there's a large organization, here, Pride, you got, the Yakuza. You got 3rd-generation casino owners, from Vegas, owning the UFC. I think that kind of goes unsaid, what was there. Right. Who's Fedor owned by? So anytime you have a large organization, you just have to assume, there's some nefarious issues happening, but you just kind of stay away from it. You just keep your business clean.
But you also got, I look at it like this. Every major multi-million-dollar company, whether they're involved in organized crime or not, they're organized crime, because in order for them to get there, they've had to cut corners, step on toes, and push people out in order to get to where they're at, in order to be that guy that's taking over all of that industry. They had to really get after people and cut them out. And to me, that's the same mentality when you talk about organized crime. It's the same friggin' thing.
Anytime you meet a CEO that needs bodyguards, you just assume the guy's a giant piece of shit. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, it's like that many people want to hurt him.
Yeah, I mean, you're not even on TV, and you need a bodyguard?
Right.
It's like, okay, no, we're cool.
Well, or some of them, they just posers. They want to have a bunch of bodyguards so people think they're that important.
Yeah. Either way, I want no part of that. Yeah, either way.
Yeah, exactly. Just leave me out of that.